Everyone, okay, so today I thought I would just come on and do a wee quick card just to show you how I make an aperture using these dies. So I've got this card making kit, decoupage kit. It's the Willow by Santoro. I can't remember who sent me it, so if you did, let me know. So what's inside is you get these papers. They're beautiful, they're all like glittered. You get two of those, really glittery with the flock glittering, and the what is it, the UP something glittering, and then you get two sheets of these decoupage. So I thought, yep, I'll use this kit. So I've got a pre-made 6x6 card. And the first thing I'm going to do is just take some wet glue. Also, you can use whatever is your preference if you like using double-sided tape. So I'm just going to stick some glue down and then choose my paper. Now I think I want this one, so I'm just going to cover the whole front of the card, making sure it's lined up. Turn it over and just pop it down. I'm just going to use my brayer quickly over the back, just to, because I'm using wet glue, just to make sure that it's all down. So then on the back, I always think it's easier to cut from the back because you can see what you're doing. Just cut around the card. And this is a really simple idea, but I think it makes a really nice card. That glue has came out a lot. I usually use the Anita's glue, but I've ran out, so I'll need to pop up to the range and get some more. Anyway, so that is the front, like that. And then all I'm going to do is take one of my Spectrum Mars. You don't have to do this, you can use ink, you can use your distress dauber and go around it, but I'm going to use the DG4 just because it's quite a nice vintage colour, and go around the edge like that. And it just, I've said it before, I just think it makes it stand out. There we go, so just edged it like that. Then I'm going to take my die and I'm going to place it right in the centre where I want it, face down. Now obviously you could make this circle, you could make it square, diamond, any die that you have. Piece of washi tape. I'm just going to try and make sure it's central, roughly. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I'll pop that down there. And then I'm going to put that through the die cutting machine. Okay, so let's take the washi off and hope that it's not torn the card. I did try and de-stick the washi on my trousers, but even still, sometimes it's still really sticky. But it seems to be coming off alright on that bit, so that's good. And on here. Oh, so it's starting to tear there, which I didn't want. I really need to get, I did get some non-stick tape from the range, but it was still really sticky. Okay, so it's left a wee mark there, but I can fix that. Actually looks a wee bit shabby, so it's alright. So then, what you're left with is your aperture. I'm just going to rescore that down there. That glue was a bit wet for the card, but it's still alright. So there we go. So that is your aperture. So then, what I want to do is create a frame for round the aperture. So that's the size of die that I use to cut it out. So what I want to do, these are nesting dies, and I want to take the next size up and make a frame. So just bring in my cutting plates. So what I want to do is just put the biggest one down and this one in the centre, and try and centralise it so you've got all the same space all the way around, like that. And then I'm going to take the other sheet of paper, matching paper that was in the pack, and I'm going to put that over like that, and we'll send it through the die cutting machine. And so what you end up with is this piece that comes out the centre and your frame. So that will sit, and because it's the same die, it will sit perfectly around the outside of the aperture. So let's just add a little bit of glue. I really didn't want too much because I didn't want it to saturate my card or seep out. So I'm trying to put just a little bit around the edge, like that. Okay, and then try and just place it over the aperture. So that's cool. So what you get is your frame around the outside. So then what I'm going to do is, there it is, go back to the same piece that I used for the front, open up the inside, and what I'm going to do actually is grab some double-sided tape, because I feel like that glue is just a bit, putting it a bit much. So I'm just going to add some double-sided all the way around. Like that. A wee piece in the middle. Just take it off. Okay. Oops. You can tell I've not used double-sided tape for a while. I used to use it all the time and never used wet glue, but then, I don't know, I just changed. Okay, so, let me just make sure I've got that the right way. I'm just going to take this nice piece, line it up, like that, press it down, and again just cut off the excess. So it's quite good because you're getting this whole card out of one A4 sheet paper essentially, apart from, well, say two, 1.5, 2. So then we have that, and all I'm going to do to make it matching is take the same pen that I went round the front with and go round here. I'm going to do it on this side as well, because although you can see it slightly, it still doesn't look the same. Okay, so let's just fold that. Get my bone folder. So look, that looks really sweet. So you've got like the pattern coming through with the frame. So then what I'm going to do is take a sheet of the decoupage. Let's see which one. It's really pretty, this, actually. I like the Marie Antoinette one. She's nice. I think she would go in there. Yeah, let's go for her. We'll pop her in the inside. I don't even know, I don't know if I want to decoupage her or not. Let's take her out and see what she'll be like without being decoupaged. So we'll put the bottom one on flat. Okay, so let's just close that up and pop it where we want it. Put there. So you could go around your frame and decorate it up with gems. You could put some lace on it. But let's see if I can get a wee sentiment. Quite like that colour. Have a fabulous day, and that's quite a nice shape because obviously the shape of the dies and the aperture that we've made. And I think I'm just going to pop that there on the side, so just a wee bit on the bottom because I didn't want it overlapping the glue. Pop that on there. And like I said, you could go around, let me just see what I've got in here. You could go around the whole frame with gems and things if you want, or I've got a couple of these wee love hearts. I'm going to put one there, one there, one there, and one there. And it's just these. These are a lovely colour and it matches, so that'll look nice. So one there, one there, one there, and one there. So I think that looks really cute. With it. And again, if you wanted to, you could do the decoupage, you know, and build it up, and then you would just write your message on the back. So that's one way using your dies to make an aperture. Another really quick way, and a way that I like to use it because I think it's just really effective. This is an A6 card. So it's 6 by 4. Okay, so it's just a paper and it's got the wee deckled edge. And what I like to do is, this is the same die set, but it's just a smaller dies. Now you could cut apertures down the side, which would look really nice, or you could have them a bit random. So I'm going to have that one there. Let's just take a wee bit of tape. That one there. I'm going to have that one down here. And then I want this one again in here, but I will cut these two first, take that off, put it there, and then I will be back. Okay, so we've done that. I've just moved it over. Now as you see, I didn't put any paper on the front of this one. I just wanted it plain. You can see here my card's a bit marked because I need new plates for my Gemini. But I can just give it a wee rub and it should come off. So what we've done now is we've got 3 apertures on the front. You can have them any random way you want. So that's where my Gemini is marked. That's the only thing about die cutting machines. Now we put a clean sheet of paper over it before you send it through. Okay, so we've got that. So let's just use the same paper pad. We will back that on to here, like that. So because it's a decorated card, what I'm just going to do is measure roughly where I need it, because obviously I won't be able to cut round the decal edge and I don't want to cut it off because it's really pretty. So we'll just do that, mark it. So these are really simple cards, guys, but I just thought I would come on and show you when I was making them what I do with some of my apertures. So let's just cut that off. And this one. And I will just use the wet glue this time and put a little bit around the edge. like that. Then take the card and put some around the actual aperture so that that'll stick as well. Because obviously if you just went ahead and put it on the paper, you wouldn't know where the aperture was, and then you'd have glue sticking through the aperture. And so if you do it this way, you know you're not going to have that problem. Then stick it in. So it still looks quite pretty from the inside. You could stamp on that, or you could vintage it up with your distress inks, or colour it up with some paints. So let's just give that a wee press down. So that now is your aperture. So it's a different way. If you wanted to still have the hole in the aperture, you could glue this to the back page, but for this one, and again you could use your 2 dies to make the frame around the outside, but I'm not going to do that with this one either. This is just a slightly different idea. That mark, look, that would annoy me, that would drive me nuts. So what I'm going to do is just grab a sentiment. So let's see, I'm really drawn to that colour today. Have a great birthday. We'll go with that. Have a great birthday. And that can just go there. So these types of cards are good if you're in a hurry. You know, you've got lots of cards to make and just keep sending them through the die cutting machine. Let's try and find a colour that will kind of match this in the pens. PL2. I've got my chart right in front of me for my spectrum bar, so I can just look up and see which colour I need. And I'm going to go around the edge. Oh, that's perfect actually, that colour. That matches my topper. All the way around the edge. Like that. So you can see that makes that stand right out now. So let's take this wee guy and just have a great birthday. That will go there. I like these apertures, they're really cute. Then let's see, I have this trim with the butterflies on it, so I'm going to cut off 2 of these butterflies. 1, 2, and these are really cute. So I'm going to just pop on some hot glue on the back of that one, put it there, like that. Hot glue on the back of this one, like that. I'm just going to pop it in the other direction, so one's going left and one's going right. And then let's see, 2 seconds. I've got this really pretty flowers that were sent to me. These are from America. I can't remember who sent me them, guys. Sorry if you sent me them, let me know. So I'm going to take them out. Now obviously it's a different colour, so what I'm going to do is just take the pink one, take my pen and just add in some of that colour that I've used on the edge, just to highlight some of the flower, like that. And this one's a kind of green, so we'll go with LG2, and we'll just add on some colour as well, because this one's got the card's paper's got the kind of green in it, so I'm just adding on a wee bit colour onto that flower. And we'll go for another one of these, so just adding in a wee bit of colour like that. Take one, take my glue gun. Sorry, the wire for my glue gun is no long enough to pull over into shot. Take the green one, like that, and this one, and just pop that there like that. And then I'm going to take one more butterfly, again some hot glue, and just pop that one sorry there, and there we go. Quick and simple and easy, using your apertures so that it's cut out. And if you wanted to excuse me, take your distress ink, because to me that looks a bit bare, just take the distress ink, go around the edge and just add on a wee bit of colour. Like that. I think that actually looks better like that, looks a bit more vintage. And you could put a few droplets of water on it and then lift it off, because it will look even more vintage. I don't even know, oh, I've got a wee bit of water on this. Just drop a few droplets. This works better with the oxides, but it still works with the distress inks. So just leave it for a wee second till it soaks in some of the ink. And then I was trying to grab a napkin there, but I didn't want to use any of the ones, so I'll just use this wee bit of towel and remove off some of the water. I love this effect, I think it looks really cool. And it just lifts some of it off and makes it look a bit more aged. And there we go. So as you can see, that is a finished card. So you've got same die set, different size dies, and it's made two totally different type aperture cards. So yeah, obviously guys, there is tons and tons of ways you can use dies to make apertures, but this is a wee quick video to let you see these two. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye.